Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Day Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi. And yes, as you can see, my intro theme is not in there because due to YouTube copyrighting me because of my theme music, I have to go back to the drawing board and change the music's theme. So hey, I can't. There's nothing I can do, bro. It's just so damn dumb, man. But anyways, we got another article that we're going to talk about, and this one we're going to be talking about is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now, I have played the game about 3 times already, and so far the game is good. It has a little bit of it does have a little bit of that element that where you saw in the trailer that when that woman was telling him, "Oh, if you can keep up with me," and it's like, come on, really? So, I mean, but everything else, it has its good. It's very good. The controls are very fun. There's a lot of side missions involved in one area, which I'm trying to move past that. But the game itself, the graphics are good, the cinematic is good, and the acting is good. So for me, I would recommend getting this game. But we have Dot Park Place. They made their own opinion on it, so let's hear from them what they got to say. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the game that one almost skipped due to modern audience marketing missteps. So, like we all talked about, we were worried about that they were trying to put modern audiences in there, but as we can see, as I saw, as I explained, so far the game's been pretty good. So, let's um, let's get in here and see what we got. The recently released Indiana Jones and the Great Circle game out amidst a ton of doubt and scrutiny. However, after playing the game, I have to say that it was actually pretty darn good. The Indiana Jones trilogy is considered by many, including myself, to be among the best trilogies of all time. Adventure stories, Indiana's questionable archaeological methods, and his wild shenanigans. Who didn't want to experience Indy's adventure as a kid? To figure out the mysteries of ancient artifacts and lost civilizations, he hunted down in every movie, or to watch him outsmart and fight villains or even terrifying human sacrificing tribes. Even in gaming, Indiana Jones had a special place for many fans. LucasArts games such as Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, or in my case, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, tried to capture the adventurous spirit of the films. While these games evoked the movies, they were never quite as thrilling or memorable. Still, they delivered exciting experiences for fans of the franchise. Unfortunately, these games have largely been forgotten over time. The recent film Dial of Destiny almost failed to connect with fans. Also failed to connect with fans. Oops, sorry, I put almost. Also failed to connect with fans. This is evident in its poor box office performance, which remarkably caused even more damage to the franchise than Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, a film I once considered the worst in the series. As a result, this one beloved franchise has been stagnating for years. So imagine my surprise when Bethesda, of all companies, announced Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, a first-person adventure featuring fist-fighting, shooting, and puzzle solving with Indiana Jones as the lead. It sounded like a dream come true. Could this game revive the franchise, warming the hearts of old indie fans? Surprisingly, the answer is both yes and no, thanks to one fatal flaw: bad marketing. Backlash of ignoring your audience. When someone says bad marketing, many assume it refers to how much a game is marketed or the methods used. However, the biggest marketing mistake many companies make today is neither the amount of marketing nor the approach. It's the failure to listen to consumers and use the feedback to guide how one markets a product. Something that has become increasingly clear is that nowadays certain topics and phrases have been forced into marketing campaigns, often to very negative reactions from consumers. And let me be clear, this backlash doesn't come from a minority, but from a clear majority of consumers. Those in marketing need only look at the results of these methods. Example include Dylan Mulvaney's inclusion in Bud Light campaigns, Concord's focus on inclusivity topics, and Jaguar's horrendous copy. nothing ad, which many called a woke push marketing attempt. The results speaks for themselves. Concord failed, costing Sony 200 million dollars at best. Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch InBev, saw its stock drop by 20%, and Jaguar's campaign, well, let's just say the reactions have not been good. Because of this and many more examples, it's easy to look back at the similar marketing failures to see what not to do. Phrases like modern audiences or diversity are often misused in ways that do the opposite of what they intended to accomplish, alienating people rather than including them. Yet, marketing teams never seem to learn. When words alienate, the impact of misguided messaging. Consumers have started noticing patterns and trends in bad products and are now more than ever staying away from those that include certain phrases or topics such as modern audiences, tropes, or woke influences. Unfortunately, the team behind Indiana Jones and the Great Circle didn't seem to get the memo. Consumers get nervous when they hear from one of the developers that this game is for modern audience or what they wanted to make it for a modern public. Narrative designer Ed Curtis Sills actually stated, "Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience." It immediately raised alarms. Yeah, it did. For many consumers, this kind of language suggests that the game may be pandering to a DEI narrative, a narrative that has often deemed consumers and critics alike. To make worse, Curtis was seen wearing a rainbow t shirt during one of the promotional events. While this shouldn't matter, many people assume based on his appearance and he fit the stereotype of a woke fanatic who blames games and consumers for rejecting poorly made products. Personally, I believe he's probably just a nice guy caught in a situation beyond his control. Still, like many others, I initially stayed away from Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. The marketing campaign seemed poorly executed. The gameplay footage and trailers that felt lackluster and uninspired. It gave the impression that the developers had no idea how to make the game properly, and yet the game itself is far from boring. It wasn't until a friend of mine, a diehard Indiana Jones fan, urged me to give it a try. Combined with a positive review from a game reviewer I trust, that I decided to give it a shot. To my surprise, I discovered that this might be one of the best games I've played in 2024. Immersion and authenticity, the strengths of the Great Circle. Indiana Jones: The Great Circle, in my opinion, a great game. It combines puzzle solving that doesn't hold your hand like many other games do, with a solid, well grounded fist fighting system and a comparably good stealth mechanic, all in the first person, which frankly works remarkably well. Every interaction feels seamless and immersive. Locations are expensive and well designed, adding to the overall experience. I also didn't find any forced messaging in the game. The woke spin that many including myself, might have assumed about that against games in non-existent. There's no preaching about DEI, nor are the characters that feel oddly placed for the sake of diversity. While some gamers might point out that there are two or two characters presumed to have some sex attractions, their inclusion doesn't feel forced or unrealistic in a way many other games and films today handle such representation. The conversation that reveals this detail feels natural. It isn't initiated by Indiana Jones, but by another character who simply tells her friend that the person they are searching for, someone very important to her, still cares for her. While it suggests a more intimate past, it feels genuine, normal, and entirely unrelated to Indiana Jones himself. That makes it all more authentic. One detail I absolutely love is that no one speaks English unless they're directly addressing Indiana Jones as he himself speaks English. It was refreshing to hear an Italian NPC speaking Italian, a German soldier speaking German, and even the villains conversing with each other in German or Italian during cutscenes. This authenticity and attention to detail felt far more genuine than the usual forced English with bad accents many games rely on for the player's sake. The puzzles and mysteries are genuinely fun to crack. As mentioned, the game doesn't lead you. Oh, sorry about that. By the hand like a toddler learning to walk. Instead, it emphasizes the need for you to listen. Search and decipher things on your own. It was refreshing to see games that trust its audience to be smart enough to handle a real challenge. The combat system was also a highlight for me. The shooting mechanics, while not the main focus of the game, are decent. There's emphasis on realistic details such as taking your time to reload your gun, which adds to the immersion. However, you are not often forced into shooting scenarios. In fact, the game frequently allows you to choose how to approach a situation, whether you throw stealth, fist, or shooting. The disguise mechanic is another neat feature, and the side quests are abundant. Thankfully, they're not just fetch quests, they're well scripted, compelling, and meaningfully connected to the narrative. The Great Circle, a hidden gem overshadowed by misconceptions. All Indiana Jones, all in all, Indiana Jones: The Great Circle is for me a great successor to the Indiana Jones trilogy. In fact, I would rank this game alongside the films as follows: Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, The Great Circle, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and No Such Thing as the Dial of Destiny. It's a shame that this game was wrongly assumed to be driven by DEI narrative. I truly believe it's a game that many, especially Indiana Jones fans, should try. I'm incredibly grateful to my enthusiastic friend who insisted I give it a chance. If this were a full review, I would rank the game a solid 3.8 out of 5. While it's undeniably a good game, it has unfortunately failed to gain the attention and popularity it deserves due to poor marketing and well conceived comment by the developer who likely didn't realize how he came across. I thoroughly recommend playing this game. So, yeah, I want to say this. I was in doubt like that. I was also in doubt of the game. You know, my cousins, they love Indiana Jones, and so does my brother. And at least the good thing was I got lucky to get it in Game Pass. And I was patient enough to wait to get it in Game Pass. Because if I purchased it, I would have been playing it earlier. But I said, no, I'm not going to waste my money. Let me wait for it comes out in Game Pass. It did. I played the game, and I was like, okay, all right, this game's good. My brother, he's played it a lot, and he said that he's been pretty far, and he loves it, bro. So it's good for my brother that he likes it. And hey, it's like I said, dude. I gave it a. I mean, I listened to other people. I listened to everyone what they're saying, and I got my review. And so far the game's good. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try to be doing this on my streams to be playing this game. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Oops. Sorry about the volume. I forgot to higher the volume. So if you guys thank you for being in this channel and watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright guys, thank you all so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.